This video will cover Murphy Seal Coating's website and how to make changes to the site. To get to the back side of your website, you will go to your URL /wp-admin. This will bring you to a login where you will log in with the username and password that was emailed to you. And this is what your site looks like. On the back you have all of these tabs on this side, and this video will work through that. First up, we talk about these updates here. If you notice your site for some reason is running oddly or lagging a bit, something's going on, you're not seeing your Facebook, something like that, a good first step for troubleshooting is to go here to the updates. And if you notice that any of these, as you see here, you could click here and update plugins. We have a, we do this for you, but this just hasn't been run yet today, so that's why these are still up here. If you're still having issues after you've updated all of these, let us know, and we will be happy to fix those for you. The next thing we will go through is your media. This is where you will upload any photos you want. This is where all that is. All you do is go here to add new, and you select files that you're wanting and upload those. Then at that point they're available for use across these other sections, and that's just how you do that. And here's your library again, so if you're needing to make any changes to these, you just do it that way. These are stock photos, but like these here, these are ones that are your photos, and that was just through this add new option. Here is your form. You have a contact us form, and it looks like this, very simple: name, phone, email, message, which is this paragraph text field. You can hover over all of these and it'll tell you what kind of field it is, which is just here. And if you have the more advanced, so say you wanted to add an address to this, then you can do it this way. Address has a lot of options for fields, so you hit this drop down arrow and it'll show all of these that you can have shown. So you'll see it looks like this now. We can take off this address line, country probably, you can include zip maybe, so then it'll look like that. Even if you take that off, now it's just a 2-line. Looks pretty nice. I'm going to delete it because we don't need that there, but these fields can easily be moved around. You can drag, drop, whatever you need here. If you were, so say this says message, you can do something like change the text for this, and you can say like, how can we help? Oh, didn't do it. Here, sorry. How can we help? So then this just changes the text here, and that is all. When you make any changes to this page, you will just go here to update. That will save the changes to your form. Now we'll go through your pages. You just have the home page, which is broken up into different sections. So let's go back to your, this is what the page looks like on the front. So here's all the different sections. Here's one. So we'll kind of see what that looks like on the back side. Here you have this slider, which is this section here. That's based on this slider evolution, and that's just already posted there. Here's where you might start making changes. If you have any text you want to change, you just do this. Works like Microsoft Word or any word processor. You can bold, make bullet points, change paragraph, the formatting. You can make it go to the left or to the right. Pretty straightforward with that. This is our services, which is just this big green section here. You can change the color of text this way, just like that. The background is here, so right now it's just green. There's a photo behind it. that's here. This is the photo that's behind, and then it's fixed. If you change it to not fixed, it'll, as you scroll, it'll move and it looks like the background's moving. And this is the color, and you can see it's a bit transparent. That's just how you change the background color if you need to do so. Content background. And here are your other sections. So seal coating. Any changes are just going to look right here. This is where you're going to make the change to your text. And then you have a Facebook feed, which is with this Facebook feed here, and a link to your Facebook page, which looks like this. And this is just all the text. This is where you would change your text. So that's pretty easy going. And again, if you make any changes, you push this update button. And if you make any changes but you're not sure if you like them, you can preview the changes you've made before you save it and undo what was already there. If you have any issues with that, let us know. If there's something you want to add, so say you wanted to move this striping to its own section, you can do so by just hitting this plus, and we can take this, add it here. But one thing that is going on with this, these sections, is they're half sections. See, they're divided in two. So if you were to change this, you would go here to background. And so here we have it at, oh, it's actually right here at the top, 50%. So now we're doing 3 sections, so we'll do 33. That went back to 51. Click out. 33. And now we have the striping one at 33. The reason that they're already in the same section was just because of the amount of content, but if you were to have more words that you wanted to put here, then maybe it would make sense to do it preview changes so you can see what that would look like now. Well, that's still up there because we need to make another change, but that's how you can split them up into thirds. Because I didn't do this. Now we'll preview again just so you can see what that actually looks like. Just like that. These don't line up because there aren't that's not the same amount of text, but just for an idea of just how that change was made. I'm not going to save this because I don't want those changes on there, but again, if you wanted that, you just hit update there. Up next, let's look at the widgets, which are going to be this here. So Murphy's seal coating and your menu here, that's part in your widget. So here you have your image simple, that's your logo, and then the navigation menu, which is your main menu. We'll walk through that in a little bit. If you make any changes to any section of this menu, of this widget section, your header, you need to save it here. There's not a save for the whole page. You need to make sure you save it inside of each widget. Another thing that's in the widget is this here, free estimate, and the form, which is going to be right here. Get your free estimate. This is just the text. If you want to change your phone number or pick a new email address, you make that change there. And again, you'd save it right there. And then this is the form. This is just shortcode for the form, but you can do it with like this pro shortcode, add a form, and then if you made changes, save here. But that's how it looks right now. If you need to make any changes, that's how you switch up these text, and you save it individually. Now for the menu, so you can see here, that is just right here. So these are the different sections of your page. One thing we've done on each section is add this part where that's what we know, that's how we direct it to this part of the page. Instead of it just going to another page, it's just going to a different part of your web page. If you had another page that you were adding, so we'll just add the whole home page. Say you added a photos page. you would just select it, go to the home, add to menu. So now home is here, you can move it around. You can make it a sub item, so about us, and you want it to have a drop down right there, you just do it that way. I'm going to move this to trash because we don't need that, and again, you save it right there. Plugins, we kind of already talked about that, but if you have any that need updates, you can do this update available. Click here. We do have a program that we run that does that for all of our clients, but if you decide you want to do that, there's where you will make that change. Users. So here is your user. I will show you how to change your password here. So if this was what you're, I don't want to show the password that's on your account. So pretend this says like Murphy Sealcoating. This is how you'll do it. You just go to show password, and it's this ridiculous thing, and you can just change it to whatever you want it to be. And then you get off of it, and it'd just say update or save here. You would save it, and then your password would be the shortened, simpler one. Ensure you remember it, write it down, however you need to do that to make sure you have that set up. So like I said, you have a Facebook page or Facebook feed. This is where it's linking all of that to. You probably don't need to make any changes to this. If anything's going on with your Facebook feed, you can let us know. And then slider revolution is how this is set up here. See that there's photos behind. That is just on this. So here are the different slides. All of the text is set up on this global layers. The text isn't changing. So this is where you just click on it, and this is the text. So if you wanted to change, I know it's hard to see here, but here's what it says. If you decide you want that to be any different, you just come here, make your change, then you can hit this yellow check or green check mark, and then this save slide. That will change what it looks like up here. And then if you had any other photos you want to add, like any other to the background, so you have more slides, I like to do this duplicate. So then it looks the same, but to change the photo background, you're going to go to the slide. So then it says here main background image. So since I just duplicated, obviously it's the same. You'll have your other photo uploaded. If you don't, you can upload it at this time, and then you just select it, and now this is the new background for the next slide. And nothing will change other than what's going on back here. It's just giving another example of what services you perform back there. I'm not going to save this again, but that's how you make changes to Slider Revolution. If you have major changes you need made with this plugin, you can let us know, and we can help you work through that a little bit easier. That pretty much wraps it up for your site. If you have any other questions, please let us know, and we'll be happy to address those for you.